Parent, when you feel good about your child, mention it. Be generous with praise. Teach your child to practice making positive self-statements. Self-talk is very important in everything we do. Psychologists have found out that negative self-talk is responsible for depression and anxiety. As parents, avoid criticism that takes the form of ridicule and shame. Use I statements instead of you statements. For example, say, I would like you to keep your clothes in the drawer or closet, not lying all over your room, instead of saying, why are you such a lazy bone? Can't you take care of anything? It is important that our children develop a positive self-image early in life so that they do not grow up discouraged, frustrated, and depressed, becoming a pain in the neck and failure to themselves and the society.
I can be what I want to be. If I work hard at it, I'll be where I want to be.
Gas pipelines are the arteries for powering electricity. When the artery is burst, then the entire system collapses. Vandalizing gas pipelines is a criminal offense against the Nigerian people.
You join us on NTA International News. I'm Sarah Sander. President Muhammadu Buhari says the successful delisting of Nigeria as a polio endemic country is an enormous achievement for our country that should not be understated. The president, who spoke at the signing ceremony of the updated Abuja commitment on polio eradication in Abuja, said it is an indication that through sheer commitment, hard work, and having the right partnerships, the fight against polio can be won successfully. He thanked the various development partners, including Mr. Bill Gates and Alhaji Aliko Dangote, for continued commitment and support to various healthcare causes in Nigeria, especially through maternal and child healthcare programs. President Buhari hinted on the plan to reconstitute an expanded presidential task force on polio, which will include the 36 states' governors to sustain the successes of the current polio eradication activities, such as surveillance and routine immunization programs. He challenged all state governors, the National Primary Health Care Development Agency, and the Federal Ministry of Health to sustain this momentum to ensure we maintain the zero polio case status. And President Mohammed
to attacking soft targets using the IEDs, which he said can only be contained through collective efforts and commitment by all stakeholders, including telecom operators, who must adhere to their rules of engagement by ensuring that phone users are properly registered for security reasons.
Of course, that's why MTN is in trouble in Nigeria. All they wanted is to make money. They didn't mind about the security of the country.
The president, who promised to pursue vigorously the anti-corruption crusade, said everything will also be done to stop acts of sabotage in the nation's oil industry.
The oil thieves and the abductors will organize and deal with them. Casualties are coming from those who abuse trust, and that exercise will
some of those skill sets and technologies back to us.
President Buhari has since returned to Abuja. Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
In the meantime, the Senate has commenced debate on general principles of the 2016 appropriation bill, which is expected to span to next week. Senators took turns to appraise the estimate, commending the special attention to capital sector and the social welfare package of 500 billion naira as contained in the proposals.
So during this debate, I will strictly ensure that we comply with our rules, rules 56, 9, and 10.
24 hours after members received the corrected copies of the 2016 appropriation bill, the House commenced debates on its general principles.
Honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time On Tuesday, 22nd December 2015.
House Leader Femi Gbajabiamila, who led the debate, described the budget as epic and historic.
The 2016 budget is epic and historical, not just because of its super mega size of 6 trillion, but for reasons that it touches on the economic and social well-being of the people of Nigeria.
Members took turns to comment on the budget proposal, as some of them expressed fear over non-implementation of some aspects of national budgets in the past. Diversification of Nigeria's economy was also identified as a vehicle for national development.
Implementation of budget. Over the years, one of the major problems that constitutes a core in the wheel of our developmental aspiration is the issue of budget implementation.
Make sure we pass a budget that we might have up to 75 to 80% implementation of the budget.
I'm so very much bothered when I look at the current expenditure as it looks also doubling, and I begin to wonder, how are we going to do this economic magic?
The fundamental assumptions of this budget is becoming very worrisome to us, in the sense that the focus on crude oil production per day is the price of oil is coming down.
Tomorrow, posterity will say that this dispensation succeeded or failed. Irrespective of party differences, all of us will be judged based on how we approach this onerous national assignment.
The House also reconsidered a bill on National Child Protection and Enforcement Agency, sponsored by Representative Benny Lar from Plateau State.
Also aware that the bill has been regazetted as HB 127 and read the first time on Thursday, 19 November 2015.
The bill has been sent to the Committee of the Whole for consideration. The House observed a minute silence in honor of the late Olubadan.
Our roots are so strong, our links are in the case of Nigeria. We are so grateful to Nigerians because all these years, Nigerians never let Cuba down. They were always together with Cuba in all the events. So we are thankful. I would like you to please transmit to President Muhammadu Buhari and to the government.
By this, he assured the minister of his country's continued support and mutual relationship, saying Nigeria can always count on Cuba. In Abuja, Anthony Forson, NTA News.
Now, one of the critical fallouts of the emergency National Council on Health meeting on Lassa fever this Tuesday was the inauguration of the National Lassa Fever Action Committee. The ongoing Lassa fever outbreak in the country was further dissected on NTA's program Good Morning Nigeria, during which guests advised health centers to promptly report all prolonged fever cases for immediate attention. Ann Jibuno has the story.
The anticipated trial vaccines are expected to add to the current treatment on ground in the country for Lassa fever. Attention was also drawn
to serve as a deterrent to others. This was contained in a paper delivered to the National Defense College Course 24. Defense correspondent Mohammed Abdul Qadir reports.
The paper was on challenges and future of the Nigerian Navy. The Chief of Naval Staff said the service has come of age in surveillance, interdiction, and apprehension capability, accounting for over 160 suspects arrested last year. He identified challenges limiting the military policing and
of the Great Green Wall on the ground with the local communities at the heart.
We can continue enjoying a leadership difference that can help our country to go further transforming